So I wasn't driving, I was in the back seat.
So then where did this third person miraculously disappear to? Out of thin air, Matt.
Yeah, he walked.
So he walked within the 5 to 10 seconds from when you pulled in.
What?
Okay.
What's going on, y'all? This is Brandon, aka the Port City Attorney. Today, we're going to be reacting to a video titled "Man Tries Switching Seats During a Traffic Stop, Gets OWI, Operating While Intoxicated." Don't try this at home, folks, but hey, let's see what our man has to offer. Says he suspected someone just jumped into the back seat.
Matt, can I just talk with you out of the car real quick here?
For what?
Hey, Joe, come here.
Can I ask for what or what?
Because I'm just asking you to step out of the vehicle for me.
Quick point, remember that the salient and controlling Supreme Court case Pennsylvania v. Mims was decided a long time ago, which stated that an officer can order you out of the vehicle at a traffic stop due to officer safety. So failure to do so could be resisting or obstruction.
Want to just step right back here for me, bud?
Sure.
All right, man. So I'm not going to bullshit you. You have a warrant for your arrest, all right?
For what?
I believe it's for unpaid child support, all right?
I already paid that.
Okay. Well, I just confirmed.
No, I got the proof to prove it. Let me get the paperwork.
Okay, well, just hold on there. I just confirmed it over the radio that you have a warrant, okay, Matt?
I just paid it.
Okay. The warrant is still active, all right? So you're not under arrest right now. I'm just going to detain you. Dude, you know me. Every time I've been with you, I've been straight with you, right?
Well, can I walk over here and get my
hold
keys
on
out of my car?
Hold on there. Hold on there.
I wonder what the statistics are on people who commit crimes and drive PT Cruisers.
Hold on there.
Hey, will you get that fucking paperwork from,
32
we
Monroe.
just paid it?
I have Matt detained.
Why can't I talk to her?
Because you're detained right now, okay?
See, you're on that bullshit again, man. I just asked you, and you did the opposite. That's fucked up. She just said she had the paperwork.
Yeah, and I'm going to grab that once I have you in my car.
That's some bullshit, dude.
Hey,
record this real quick.
Oh, Matthew, it sounds like Matt is not a stranger to law enforcement and the judicial system. So the officer stated that the warrant is still active, even if Matthew paid the child support and came into compliance. A lot of times this happens where there's a mix-up at the courts and a warrant is still active. Police officers have a directive. The warrant states that they shall arrest, not may arrest. So they don't have any sort of deference as to whether or not they can serve that warrant or not. There's an order from a court that says that you shall arrest this person upon encountering them. And if it's still active, they have to do it. And second, you know, Matthew should know that, being that apparently he gets pulled over by this cop a lot. And I'm assuming that he has a long history of these sorts of things. So Matthew, just comply and quit being a baby.
We're not going to fight now.
Record
Matt,
it. Grab mine.
Matt, we're not going to fight. Have I arrested you yet? Have I arrested you yet?
Whatever.
No. You're just detained right now, okay?
All the time.
Have a seat in the car here, and I'm going to check the paperwork, confirm the warrant, and everything like that, all right, man?
It's either in there or at my mom's.
The paperwork?
Yeah.
All right, and then where are your shoes at?
Didn't he just say that she had the paperwork in hand? Matthew's not telling the truth, boys and girls.
All right, April. So who was driving the car here? Because I know his mom wasn't in the car.
That silence was so loud.
I saw a bald man sitting in the driver's seat. So, I mean, also the fact that when I pulled in behind it, the whole car shook as you jumped into the back. So, you want to just be honest with me here? Is Matt driving?
I can't say.
Okay.
I would if I could.
Okay.
But he'll find out if I did, so.
Okay. Are you...
Walking?
What?
I'm gonna be walking.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask. So,
Yeah.
So are you and him, were you involved in the domestics he's got open cases for right now? No? Okay. All right. Is there anything illegal in the vehicle I need to know about?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Is there anything on any of your property? Any marijuana, paraphernalia, rolling
There better
papers,
not
anything
be.
small? Okay.
But my bag was left in his car for a little bit earlier, so I don't know.
Have you seen him using anything? Because he's
Not
high.
in front of me, no.
He's really high right now.
Not in front of me, no.
So what's going to happen now is that I am going to be searching the vehicle due to reasonable suspicion, Act 79, okay, since he is on probation.
This is definitely a small town. I love it. So I want to point out a couple things that have happened so far. So first, the officer asked whether or not he was driving. Now, based on her answer of, silence, laughter, and then saying like, I can't say it because he'll know that I say, could he have threatened her with obstruction by not answering a clear question? Maybe, but also, if you'll notice that he asked her if she was a victim in any of the domestic violence cases that he had currently opening. So the officer, I really applaud him for understanding the type of person that this person is, the defendant, Matthew, and not trying to force the female passenger into a compromising position where she could later become a victim of domestic violence if he felt like she had ratted on him or told the police that he was driving. There's obviously something kind of fishy going on. The car wobbled whenever the stop was made. Nobody was in the driver's seat. He's sweating. He's apparently displaying some sort of signs of diminished capacity due to some sort of intoxicating, illicit substance, but also the search of the car, right? So in certain circumstances, you can waive certain constitutional rights like unreasonable search and seizure if you're on community supervision, aka probation. You would sign in your probation orientation packet that you knowingly waive some of those rights. Now, whether or not that extends to all officers or just probation officers is a point of contention for a lot of defense attorneys in a lot of different states, okay? I think they're in Wisconsin. I don't know the laws of the states of Wisconsin, but that is something that kind of red flag in my head whenever we first heard that. Let's go back to the tape and let's see what else happens.
All right, so since I'm going to be searching the car, I'm going to have you take a seat in Deputy Ginner's patrol car. We're not going to put any cuffs on you just because you got the dog here.
Okay,
and I want you to be able to take care of it. You're not under arrest right now. You're just being detained. All right. Were you driving?
No.
Was there anyone else in the car other than you two? But you can't answer if Matt's driving. Okay. That works.
I don't want nothing to happen.
Nope, that's fine. Not a problem. I guess, do you have anyone that would be able to come pick you up over here? All right, John. So before we go any further,
he might have had reasonable suspicion or probable cause to search her bag. She did state earlier in a statement that she left her bag alone with him. However, I like that he didn't search it, right? He could have tried to exert his authority and search it. She technically consented to at least a pat down, but he only has authority under Act 79. I don't know the law, but apparently it gives them authority to just search a probationer's property. The bag's not his property, right? And so that's why he didn't search it. Again, I really like the way that this officer is conducting the stop. He seems very professional. He seems like he understands and knows the laws in his jurisdiction. You would be surprised how many cops don't.
You are under arrest for the warrant, okay? So before we go any further,
Which warrant, though?
for the only warrant that's active, for the failure to appear your court date, okay? So you are under arrest for that at this point. That being said, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to consult with an attorney prior to answering any questions. If you cannot afford an attorney or are indigent, one will be provided for you at public expense. Having these rights read to you, do you understand these rights?
I believe so.
Are you willing to answer any questions at this point?
No.
All right, sounds good. Are you willing to do any field sobriety tests to make sure that you're safe to drive? Because I believe that it's possible that you are under the influence of alcohol or drugs tonight.
Safe to drive. I'm sitting in the back seat.
Well, I mean, you were driving the vehicle.
No, I wasn't.
Okay, well, you can take that up in court, all right? So at this point, you're also under arrest for operating with a restricted control or operating while impaired, all right?
Sure.
And we'll have a seat in the back of the vehicle, and I'll go over some paperwork with you here.
That's fine.
Okay. So when I drove by this way, I saw a bald man sitting in the driver's seat, and I believed it was you.
Ryan's friend.
Who's that?
Who cares the fuck who it is? I barely even fucking know. Doesn't matter. Fucking.
Okay.
So that's a prime example of why they separate suspects whenever they are going to be asking some questions, right? You heard that she answered, there was no one else in the car. It was just us. I just can't tell you who was driving because I fear for my safety. The cops were okay with that. He says, yeah, it was her friend or somebody's friend was in the car. Obviously, there was nobody in the car. The cops aren't stupid, and that's a really bad excuse.
He said he's not going to give up blood, so we'll see how this goes. All right, Matt, you want to hop out for me?
We're at the jail?
Nope, we're at the hospital. We're going to draw your blood.
No, I said I want a fucking lawyer before I do anything. I want
Okay.
the lawyer to fucking whatever it is.
All right, Matt, so I have a warrant signed by a circuit court judge, all right, for your blood draw.
Lawyer. I'm allowed to have a lawyer before I do anything.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Nope, not at this point. So I have a warrant for your blood
being
draw.
in the back seat of a fucking car.
I have a warrant for your blood draw, Matt.
Oh.
So we're gonna go.
No, I want my attorney first.
Matt, do you want to add more charges on it? Because that's where this is gonna go.
I want my attorney, please. I got
You
a
don't have the right to an
disability.
attorney.
I don't understand shit.
You don't have
I
the right
don't
to an
get how
attorney.
you could do it. No, I want my attorney.
You don't have a right to an attorney at this point.
Why not?
Because you don't have a right to that right now.
No, yeah, I do.
I'm gonna ask you this again, Matt. You want to step out, or are we gonna start adding some more charges on
I want my
tonight?
attorney, please.
No, you don't have a right to an attorney at this point.
That doesn't make no sense.
It actually does, because I'm not asking you any interrogatory questions, okay? That's the only point when you have the right to an attorney. Additionally, it's 1:17 in the morning on a Wednesday. No attorney's going to answer a phone anyway. Well, Matt, I've been straight with you this whole time, right?
Well, let me talk to you. No, it doesn't make no sense to me.
Okay.
I've been straight with you, too.
Okay,
I
so...
wasn't driving. I was in the back seat.
Well, who was driving?
Huh? Ryan's buddy.
Okay.
Whose car is it? Ryan's.
Okay. All right.
Well, it's underneath his name.
Okay.
I was in the back seat.
So it wasn't his mom, like you told me, or
I
someone's
said
mom?
my mom, Wayne. I said a bunch of names.
Okay, so just a bunch of people were driving it then?
I gave you a bunch of excuses, man. Just pick one and take it.
No, it was Ryan's buddy.
Okay. I have a warrant signed by a judge, okay? Which means that I am going to take your blood tonight. I don't want to do this the hard way,
I
right?
want an attorney for this.
So Ryan was there, not one of his friends. So now another person was driving?
Ryan
How many
and
more
his
people are
buddy.
going to be driving the car?
Ryan and his buddy.
Okay. I mean, there wasn't anyone in the area, and I literally pulled in 10 seconds maybe tops after that, and then I saw a big jolt in the car when you jumped into the back seat. So we're not gonna play this game, Matt.
Whatever, that's bullshit. That's
So the Constitution gives you the right to an attorney only when you are being interrogated, which means after the point where an investigation has been opened up and you're under arrest, right? So when I arrested you, I informed you that you had your Miranda rights, okay? You said you didn't want to talk, so I didn't ask you any questions, okay? That's the only time that you're allowed a lawyer, okay? I can't get you a
Man,
lawyer,
see,
so I'm
there
not
you
asking any
go,
questions.
mind fucking me. I don't have the mind frame for this shit. I told you.
Okay.
I'm on disability right now.
Okay, that's
My
fine.
head's fucked up, and I'm allowed an attorney. That's all I know.
All right, Matt, I'm going to give you 2 more chances here, all right? I've tried explaining this multiple times, which means that I am going to be drawing your blood tonight, okay? Okay, I've had multiple people jump in the back seat as I pulled in
Well,
behind
that'd
them,
be
which
kind
is
of
exactly
difficult
what you
in that
did.
little tiny ass car.
Is that why I found your shoes in the driver's seat?
Shoes? I got fucking shoes in the back.
Okay. So then where did this third person miraculously disappear to out of thin air, Matt?
Real quick, I just wanted to say that Attorney Tom / Attorney Reacts content is now on Spotify. We just launched a partnered show, link in the description. Go check it out. Now, back to the video.
Yeah, he walked.
He walked.
Probably came back with the fucking dude that came to his house.
Okay, so he walked within the 5 to 10 seconds from
Well, he
when you
ran,
pulled
so
in.
what? I don't
Okay.
care. Doesn't matter.
You see that I know you're lying to me right now.
I'm dead
We're going around
serious.
and around in circles, okay? So here's what's going to happen.
If a judge signs a warrant, a search warrant for your blood to allow for a hospital to draw your blood against your consent, you don't have the right to an attorney to be present during that unless the statute specifically allows for it. And the officer is right. You are only allowed to have an attorney present if you are going to be subject to a custodial interrogation. A custodial interrogation means that they are sitting you down while you're in custody, asking you questions. All right. So the judge already signed a warrant, so he doesn't have any grounds to sit here, and they're about to probably charge him with resisting a law enforcement officer who is just trying to discharge his duties under the law.
It's time to step out.
Why? Why can't I have an attorney or judge?
I didn't want to do this, man.
Why can't I have an attorney or judge?
Because you don't have the right to that
How
under
do
the
I not?
Constitution.
Judge, attorney can have something. This is against my fucking rights. I got rights. I don't want to do none of this. Can I have a judge or attorney?
Sit down or we're going to lay you down.
Well, no. I don't want you
Alright,
to
let's-
touch my fucking blood.
Let's lay him down.
Leave me the fuck alone.
That's how you add resisting charges on there.
Matt, stop resisting.
I want a fucking attorney.
You don't have that right now, man.
Yes, I do.
I've explained
Why
this
don't
to you
I?
multiple times, sir.
You always got a fucking right to attorney.
No, you don't,
Why
sir.
not?
Stop kicking
No,
Officer
I
Brigham.
want a fucking attorney.
Stop kicking off.
Now that he's kicking, they're also going to add some sort of an assault against a law enforcement officer charge. Man is just racking up the charges. Just shut up, lay down. If they got a valid warrant, they got a valid warrant. You can ask to see the warrant and read the warrant. You can see what the scope of the warrant is to ensure that it is validly executed and they're acting within the scope of the warrant. But that's about all you can do in this situation, my guy.
Go ahead, take the blood. Take it. Quit fucking pushing on me. My shit's fucked up.
That's what we're trying to do, dude, but you're resisting.
This will go a lot faster and easier. We don't want to
Take
hurt
the
you.
blood, then.
Listen. What hurts on your
Still,
shoulder?
my fucking back. See the scar on my back. My shoulder's fucked up.
Just relax. All right, mate. Swing your leg in here. Watch your head. Just scoot in there. You go.
He got charged with a whole lot of new things. So Matthew was charged with felony bail jumping, misdemeanor bail jumping ×2, possess drug paraphernalia, resisting an officer, operating while under the influence, second offense, and operating while revoked for a subsequent or previous OWI offense. So, Matthew, you ain't slick, my guy. Now, this was a good interaction from a police officer standpoint. As a defense attorney, I didn't really have any issues besides misciting where Miranda is derived from. But officers really don't need that. He was just trying to help de-escalate the situation and inform him as much as he could about his rights. This was a fantastic stop, entertaining. But what do you think? Do you think that he was driving, or do you think that he's full of crap? And do you think that he should have been charged with, the assault of an officer and, any further obstruction charges by lying about it? They could have charged him. Should they have? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.
Big verdict.